What's going on, guys? This is Jammo2K7. Welcome to my review of the 87 rated SIF Harry Kane fan of FIFA 17. Make sure to drop me a like or a sub and leave a comment below. I picked up the one season wonder for roughly 115k when he first released. That was a decent price at the time. I know he's gone down since then, but it was definitely worth it because I got to try him out during qualifiers and FUT Champions itself. You never know what you're going to get when it comes to high rated informed strikers. Some are hardly worth their discard value, but others can raise your game and get those important goals. So which is Kane? Here's my take after roughly 60 games with clips of some of the goals he scored along the way. I tried out normal card in the past, and as you might expect, it's a bit clunky and slow, but there's no way to describe just how boosted his stats actually feel with this inform. I stuck a hunter card in him to compensate for pace, and he was in the form of his life for me, quickly nabbing 12 goals in his first 10 starts for my club. He has an extra 168 points in his overall stats compared to normal card, which is an incredible boost. And he also has the following specialities to complement his long shot taker trait. He was immense in the qualifiers, but they're only qualifiers, and it meant that the players I came up against weren't as quick to close him down. He just can't be given any space at any time, and his particular shooting stats mean that people feared him, preferring to drop off players like Rooney and Yaya Toure because they were so desperate to stop the pass to Kane in the first place. In other words, a lot of my opponents treated him like an elite level striker, and it's justified. His high work rates were no real problem in qualifiers thanks to his 89 stamina, and his positioning allowed him to get into the box at the right moment on numerous occasions. Anything that went near him seemed to fly in, and he was single-handedly winning me games. They weren't lying when they gave him the clinical finisher trait, and it's even better than Lukaku or the informed Benteke for headers and tap-ins. It's also worth mentioning his defensive boost, as most strikers wouldn't have been able to make this sort of challenge on the keeper. He's a well-rounded player, and it definitely showed in qualifying. He pretty much went on a rampage, and he smashed in 5 goals against the final guy I came up against. He was definitely showcasing his abilities in the minor leagues, but could he raise his game? I decided to rest him and take a couple of days off and wait for FUT Champions on the weekend. Unfortunately, when it came to the tournament itself, I found out that his shooting can only get him so far, and I was punished because Kane was too interested in defending, mostly because of his work rates and because FUT Champions is a lot harder than qualifying. He was still getting goals, but he couldn't cut it for me against the best in the world on his own up front. I had to swap him out for Rooney and Cam, and I brought in Martial and Welbeck to stretch teams with their pace. Luckily it worked, and Kane started scoring regularly again, because he could find more space in a deeper position. I'd highly recommend putting him in Cam if you can't use a striker with less than 80 pace. And he's a well-rounded attacker and creator with an added goal threat. He's honestly an improvement on Rooney, and Rooney's one of the most overpowered players in the game. As long as you don't go in expecting miracles, you'll find a serious attacker, and one of the few decent strikers that can link up with the SBC Son. He's also pretty cheap at the moment thanks to the Team of the Year frenzy, so I'd advise picking him up as soon as possible. For the current price, he's worth grabbing if you have a BPL team, so the final verdict is a solid 8 out of 10, purely because of the lack of speed. He might breathe through his mouth, but he'll find a way to put the ball in the back of the net, and that's what counts. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to pick up the card? What are your thoughts on the card? And which player should I review next? Make sure to like and sub. Cheers.